wants to be like them people on TV. She wants to look like.
Our hot topic in store today. As normal, we always keep it interesting and keep it fun. And today we have a very, very special guest with us, Jonell Powell. So don't turn your channel because he will be here with us today. But before that, you see, as we have a new DJ and said, DJ Naeem, drop a sound again. All right. All right. But this is not here today, so we have somebody to fill in for her, which is our co-host. Big up yourself. Tariq, introduce them yourself.
I am Tariq Jew, but you can call me Juicy. I am 19 years old on Instagram and 22 years in real life.
Okay, so I'm going to stay 16 for Instagram. Gigi, what you
And as usual, Danicia Henry.
Okay then. So I guess I should know there's a hot topic that have been buzzing around St. Kitts for the last 3 weeks that's been going on, which even hotter than COVID-19 at St. Kitts. Who know what it is? Who know what it is?
You tell us.
I behave like when I in a school and teachers say raise hand and you put up it. Okay, yeah, why we?
Politics.
All right. All right, so today our topic is youth in politics. And you know, St. Kitts election, this kind of sweet. I actually enjoyed it. The motorcade, the back and forth, the whole drama. Anybody else enjoy it? I had fun with it?
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I was anxious. I was like, boy, I wonder who's going to win.
I was nervous and excited at the same time because I was kind of unsure as to how the whole voting process would go down because I'm a first-time voter. So for me, it was something interesting, but at the same time fulfilling.
I was just excited. I just love the job around politics, the whole back and forth. And
You love any and anything.
What?
Any and anything.
I mean, so I could make a vibe out of anything. So, as young people, do you think that our vote and some matters when it comes on to election?
Most definitely.
Right.
I believe we too are pivotal in constructing the lives that we want to live, and our finger is just as important as any other individual, any other age.
So why did you take the words out of my mouth?
Come up with the owner.
But yes, I agree with him. I agree. Because I feel like as young people, we must partake in voting, right? And I said this to say, we are the future basically.
Yes.
And in order for us to, let's say somewhat, not really steer, what should I say? But what I really want to say,
guide our future.
right? So we must vote in order for our future to be, you know, as bright as it should be.
I totally agree.
Point. I mean, our vote, the reason why I think our vote matters is that it depends on what they're offering. As young people, we have to look at this person going to be in for 4 years. So what are they offering that benefit me? What are they offering that guide my future? What are they offering that help me to want to go in and better myself and also better the country? So I think as young people, which was my first time voting as well. I'd never even voted in Jamaica, but I voted in St. Kitts.
Imagine that.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a citizen, well not a citizen, but I'm a resident here, so I was given the privilege to vote. So it was very exciting for me as well to come out and vote and be a part of that process. As making St. Kitts my home, so being a part of the process helps to say, okay, being here, what do I want from here? What I expect to grow from here and see the country further and better itself. On that note as well, what do you guys say about young people actually taking part in politics? Not just the voting, but actually taking part with the campaigning, the whole being a part of the office, or even like how we have Jonell and we have Akila and the two youngest person in politics running now. What do you guys feel about young people actually stepping out like that in politics?
Well, as I stated earlier, right, is a must. I feel like it's a must because it's just common sense to me, right? We are the future, as I said, and in order for us to basically move push forward, we have to be engaged in things like this, because if we don't have any knowledge, we're not aware of what's going on around us and so forth, how will we basically
guide our future?
Right. I try. What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is, you just have to be aware. You just have to be knowledgeable about your surroundings, about what's going on. Because if you don't do that, then
where you get your tech.
But what I
we ain't
would
gonna reach
say,
nowhere.
right, or I would say, being young does not necessarily mean that your ideas are going to be fresh, or you're going to take us into the direction that we want to, because there are some persons who use the excuse of age as a way for us to be involved. I believe that if you are skilled for that position, then you should be able to partake in it. So I definitely support young people taking up the role in politics, but then again we have to ensure that these persons are also
Fit
knowledgeable and fit to represent us, the young people.
And that's why they have to start now. Let me say we.
We have to
That's why
start,
we
yes.
have to start now.
I used to want to be a politician.
Used to?
Used to.
What happened now?
No, I
I
too
only want to manage somebody campaign, just want behind the scene to start up the drama. I would manage a campaign. So if you're running, you could call me. I would manage a campaign for you.
Okay.
But for me, I think the reason why I actually like that young people actually start to take part in it is that sometimes the older folks that have been maybe in the 60s or the 70s that are ministers or governors or whosoever they may be, that sometimes they don't understand some of the issues that we're facing and we're batting with now.
totally
So
agree.
somebody who may be young and closer in age to us, and we explain certain things that, okay, as a young person, for example, we maybe want to branch out, we want to get a house, we want to do this, we want to be able to see our way to actually look in our future thing. But maybe an older person like, you got time, you could wait until you're in your 40s and now your 50s, because there's so age difference, so gap. But actually a young person that's close to age will just say, okay, I know where they're coming from, because when I was that age, I actually ready to come out of my mother's house in this timing where you want to do your own thing. So I actually like that there's young people actually now taking up the role to be in politics and be a part of the fun with us.
Right, so we're talking about people who actually vote, and we're talking about, do you think that voting as a young person is important, vital, what's not? But what about the other half of the persons who actually didn't vote?
For me, okay, what I have heard some persons said with that, their vote, they're not voting is a way of them voting.
Right.
So they say, I don't want to say it wrong, but it's like in a sense they don't know who to go with, because both of them, they're not seeing anything coming from both of them that they would,
Yeah, from their perspective.
that they would want to vote for. Which, I mean, just like our ancestors fight for the right for us to vote, it's also our right if we decide not to. So if someone decides they don't want to, that is up to them, that is their right. As citizens, as residents, as human beings, if you do not want to take part in the process, it's all up to you. So that as well, I mean, I think the politicians need to really look into that as well, to that section of it, of the market as well, who don't want to vote. Especially had some young person as well, they say they don't want to vote because of whatever reason they felt was close to their heart and all of that. But before we go to break, I want to ask a question. You guys know growing up as a young person, because I had to do this and my brothers do this back home. When your parents and your family is for one party, but you know,
Oh my word.
Story of my life.
if you know it's for a different party, how
That's, to be
you guys
honest,
do with an issue like that?
you don't even have to finish the question or the statement, to be honest, right? Because
hit home, eh? Hit home.
it home, eh? But to be honest, I actually live in a household, for those who know me and know my people, I actually live in a household where there are different, parties and so.
Yeah.
And it's real tough, because seeing that I don't have a house, if you don't vote, so one person saying, oh, you better vote for XYZ because XYZ do this and that. And then somebody else going to say, you better vote for XYZ because XYZ. So all of them at me, and it's like, so then no, that's another reason as to why some persons might not vote.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest issue with young people not voting, because everybody
Stuck in the middle.
you're stuck in the middle. So it's like you feel like you can't decide for yourself because your family. I remember my father would tell him, like my brother was older than me and he go through that deal. when he said, my brother said, if he ever got to go vote for that, they might put him out.
Yes.
I battle with that too because my mother supports a different party, my father supports a different party. So growing up for me, I was always conscious of what is happening around me. So now that I'm older, I was able to make a conscious decision for myself.
Okay.
So it was kind of challenging, but it kind of prepared me to be a strong-minded individual.
Right.
Okay then.
Right.
So guys, don't go nowhere, guys. We have more in store for you guys. DJ, play us out as we go to a good commercial break.
Yeah, you don't know. Welcome back to another episode of Engage. Big up the whole cast.
Girl, I mean,
Yo, Jeremy. Yo, Tariq.
we give everything what you
Yo, Gigi.
anything what you need.
You don't know Zeddy said with them.
But I one thing we beg you please, don't you take my love for granted.
Since graduating from college, saving has been very difficult for me. Having to pay my student and vehicle loans and hire purchases made owning my home a fantasy. So, when I heard about the National Grad Home Mortgage, I was excited and relieved because the National Grad Home Mortgage consolidated all my consumer debts, plus, most importantly, providing funding to build my dream house with one monthly payment. Thank you, National Bank.
Visit any of our National Bank branches for more details about our National Grad Home Mortgage. When you bank at National, you invest in your future.
People,
They're very important. Hashtag
right now we have a big VIP in the building here. Big interview going right now.
I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. My friends are something.
Welcome back, guys. So remember we're talking about there was a topic that is hotter than COVID-19 in St. Kitts? Yes, it was election, and the man of the hour, the Minister of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture is in the building with us. None other than Janelle Powell.
What's happening?
It's a pleasure having you here, Louis. Welcome you officially to Engage. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for taking part out of your busy schedule. We know you just got in, so thank you so much for taking part of busy schedule to be here with us and be a part of this interview.
Anytime.
So Tariq was excited, so Tariq said he wanted to ask you the first question. So we're going to let Tariq ask you the question first.
But first off, let me congratulate you
Thank you.
for being a newly elected minister. Like Jeremy mentioned before, politics is something that is very important to anyone. It should be important to anyone.
Right.
And one of the first questions I want to ask is, what led you to a political career?
All right. Well, I guess my interest in politics comes because I was born into a very political family. So it starts there. Some people may or may not know that my twice great uncle was the founder of the Workers' League, which was the predecessor to the St. Stephen's Labour Party, Thomas Manchester. And then my uncle Billy Herbert was the founder of the PAM party. So my family founded both parties. So the politics is in the genes. But so, you know, growing up, being so close to my uncle and the family being so involved in politics with the People's Action Movement, I sort of went through the ranks, you know, young Pamites and all of that, because a big PAM family. So
What's in the DNA? What's in the DNA?
Right, you get caught up in these things and so. But in terms of politics as a career, as I, you know, became an adult, studied and all of that, I really was looking at what was happening in the country at the time, looking at Central Bassett, which is where I grew up. I'm from Macknight. And at that point in time, I did not personally agree with the policies and the philosophies of the then government, Labour government at the time. And in my mind is wanting to stand up on the side of the road and complain and criticize is another thing to actually do something about it.
Yeah.
I agree.
And a lot of the time you think, well, I could do better than that.
Yeah.
But we never do. And so I put the challenge to myself. I said, well, I think I could do better than that. Well, I can do better than that. And, you know, the rest is history. I showed, you know, I showed the interest and you know, went through the process of becoming a candidate for the People's Action Movement. I'd been involved in PAM at different levels.
And that process was successful. Here you are now.
Exactly, exactly. Well, the process of getting here, but this is when the real work begins.
Yeah.
And so I can't, this is the nice part, but I could only be judged on success after I've delivered what I said I'm going to deliver.
So you mentioned that you had to go through a process. How long or how many years are you in politics for?
My whole life. My whole life. Well, let me put it this way. I think in terms of like an official position, I was acting chairperson of the PAM Central Bassett Committee at the age of 18. I actually never really had a post within young Pamites. I kind of bypassed that. And then just went through different positions, left to study, came back, and you know, deputy chairperson of the party. I think that was the last role I held up until I became a candidate. Since then, I'm now the chairman of the party.
So with you and Akila being the youngest person in ministry now, how is it that you juggle that position and also juggle handling a family and a personal life?
Well, it's only been 2 weeks, but it is a challenge. And for me, and you know, I've spoken with Akila, and I think it's the same for her. It's really trying to use these first couple of weeks to see what you're dealing with and to really find the balance. Like anything else in life, is about finding balance.
I agree
And
to
it's
that.
not going to come easily. It must be a little challenging. And so, but I'm enjoying the challenge and trying to find that balance.
So with the last election, I think was in 2015 when you ran and you didn't want that one. What motivated you and said, I'm going to continue at this. I believe I could make a change to now that you won. What strategy did you use different for this election?
Well, the strategy didn't really change. I just kept on doing the work. I never stopped. In terms of motivation, my predecessor had lost to Marcelo Leiber by 431 votes.
That's a lot.
I came and lost by 98. That's a big comeback.
Yes.
We saw the trend coming, you know, going towards team unity, going towards PAM, going towards me as a candidate. You know, a lot of the polls spoke about John L. Powell as a candidate. And so that was encouraging, but I'm going to be honest, is the people. Having gone through that election process and seeing how people just took to me and vibed with me, and I realized that you had all these people who were depending on me to make a change. You know, it just pushes you. And I just never stopped working. We kept working. The team kept getting bigger. You know, more people started coming on board. Younger people started coming on board. People I just never expected would be interested in politics started coming on board, and we're here today.
Yeah. So as we were talking about youths, I think youth have been more involved in this election than ever before. I think person has said St. Kitts. So what do you think was the difference that this time election draw so much more youth to be involved?
I think that's because young people are not thinking the same way young people thought 10, 15 years ago. Before it was like, well, I come from a Labour family, so I can vote Labour. Well, my mother is a PAM, my father is a PAM. No, young people, in my opinion, my parents, I think for myself, and I want to see how can I better myself. They don't live their life, they don't get their house, and I want my own house. Yeah. And so I think young people are a lot more independent in thinking. Young people are talking issues now. Yeah. They're talking jobs, they're talking opportunities for land, they're talking entrepreneurship. And I think engaging them on that level really encouraged a lot of young people to come on board. And COVID helped too, eh? No, I mean in terms of the whole concept of virtual meetings and virtual everything. And I mean, when you look at the team that produce our meetings for Team Unity, it's all young people.
Oh, I thought it was the internet borders being closed.
No, I touch it on one. That's what they help people to talk about.
So on that saying with young people thing, with you being the Minister of Education now, what new scholarship can we look forward to? Is there anything working for maybe new scholarships or anything that we're going to push this time when it comes on to education?
Well, the Ministry of Education isn't responsible for scholarships, so to speak. But what I do find is there's so many scholarships that are out there and available for people, but you either don't know about it or people just not taking advantage of the scholarship. So one of the things I really want to do is create more awareness for opportunities out there, for scholarships, for internships, for jobs, and try and encourage as many people, young people, to take advantage. As far as I'm concerned, we should not have any scholarship opportunities unused in this country, because there's so many bright people out there who are just looking for opportunities, but they just might not know about it or know how to go about attaining it.
So I know that you're the new Minister of Youth and Culture. What more will be done to enhance the culture of St. Kitts and Nevis?
I think one of the things that we really have to work on, and there are a handful of people who are really doing a fantastic job of it, but they need more support, is to preserve and promote our traditional forms of culture, folklore, making sure that we don't lose the masquerade, the bull, the actors, the mummies, all these different things, the clowns. Get more people involved in participating. Carnival is becoming a lot more commercialized, and you're smiling. I know you are going to reach Carnival at some point, so I'm confident. But as Carnival becomes more commercialized, we tend to kind of leave those aspects behind. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people jump up for Carnival every year and don't realize that Carnival came out of John Canoe. That's why we have our Carnival in December. Bahamas similarly has that. They still call this John Canoe. And so we really need to focus on preserving the traditional forms of our culture.
You talk about wait 1 second before you ask that question. We're going to a quick break and come back, and then we're going to continue these questions with Janelle. So don't change the channel.
Yo, Mr. Janelle. Wagwan. Yo, saxophonist, may forget you,
But who cares?
We're gonna give the people a show just now.
Things do happen, words can't explain.
I bet Gigi Ball this time.
It's the ZIZ mobile app, the newest way to get the latest on what's happening locally, regionally, and internationally. Say goodbye to newspaper clutter and hello to updated classifieds on our radio market. Whether you're streaming your favorite local TV or radio shows or catching up on memorable moments in sports and entertainment, the ZIZ mobile app offers this and so much more. Always on the go? Get the ZIZ mobile app today. Visit the App Store on your smartphone or tablet and search for ZIZ News to download the app free of cost. ZIZ Online, reaching you wherever you are.
Wagwan, me engage family.
Sometimes I feel like
I hope you enjoy anything, you know.
in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright.
Yeah, you don't know me and the saxophonist girl, you'll shuffle your soon.
Every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun.
So I said, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. As we were just interviewing General Paul, we still continue the interview because we have 2 more questions to ask. So I got to let Terry go first, ask he hot question, and then I got to ask my own because I think my own kind of hotter. We all want to know mine, so we're saving that one for last.
Okay, so I am a bacchanalist, and we spoke about carnival. We touched the surface of carnival. And there has been some controversy lately on social media as it relates to who is going to be the chairman of carnival. And I want to know, we the youths need to know. And this is the part where the cameraman zooms right in on Jonel so that we can get his response clearly. So, Mr. Minister?
Well, as far as I know, Noah Mills is the current chairman of Carnival.
So there won't be no new chairman of Carnival. That's what you're saying?
What I'm saying is...
For this year?
No, what I'm saying is we are looking at the whole aspect of Carnival. We don't even know if we're going to have a Carnival. So I think, you know, this whole discussion of who goes and who stays.
Well, let's just answer my question. Me, whenever we have a carnival.
Well, this is it. So this whole question of who goes and who stays and who going is a bit premature. We first need to ascertain whether or not we're actually going to have a carnival. I am hopeful to be able to sit down with the NEOC this week coming to have that discussion to determine whether or not we can have a carnival and to determine if we can, how we're going to do it, in what format is carnival gonna happen.
I go help out.
What activities can we have and can we have?
Start the masking from now. Start the masking. We all vote to where we'll wear masks during carnival.
Oh, we could just resort to something virtually.
But you know, I guess people have their opinions and a lot of things are being said out there, and you know, you have Team Noah, you have Team Funds, you have Team Kyle, Team all kind of people. I let in all of y'all on social media deal with that kind of thing, but I'm focusing on the actual business at hand. What I would like to say is I am in the process of invoking a provision in the Carnival Act which allows for a director of Carnival, which is something I'm not sure if we've actually ever had somebody actually perform that role officially under the Act. So this may I have to check and see if this is actually the first time we're gonna. So this provision is being used, but I wanna get somebody in the role of director of Carnival, who will, because look, Carnival is so big now, is a year-round thing, and so
we need somebody to manage.
Right, that person who's full-time within the Department of Culture, who can create a proper link between the Carnival Committee and the ministry itself. And to ensure that continuity and that things are improved. It's for me, it's about not so much restructuring, but just enhancing what the infrastructure we have with Carnival. Carnival is getting bigger and bigger. As a Carnival man, if you are bacchanalist, I 10 times bacchanalist. You know, I've played mass from Jamaica down to Trinidad and everything in between. You know. So I love my Carnival to take my Carnival serious, and so I want to see it grow. I want to see it growing in the right way, not leaving out the traditional forms as well, making sure we have those improve, the attendance at a lot of the shows and all of that, and just make sure that we have a general committee and framework in place that allows a fantastic experience for the participants, but as well offers all the other benefits, economic and otherwise, and opportunities, especially for young people. In terms of the fringe events, the ability to provide various services from staging to lighting to all of these different things.
Improve entrepreneurship for the young people.
Definitely. I mean, we've seen it. I've seen it firsthand in my tasks within the music festival. It's something that we've prided ourselves on in the last few years, in particular, the amount of young people that have been able to get jobs to provide different services. So many things we used to outsource to foreigners are now being done locally by young people. And I want to see the same thing happening in
And this would
our
have been,
carnival.
and this would have been music festival weekend,
No,
sadly.
no, man. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, all of us dealing with that dear more than that dear. So we want carnival, as I
Well,
said.
you know, this is the first music festival week in a long time I've been able to just relax a bit and not be stressing and, you know, deal with artists and start the show on time. And so.
I wish I had the stress to go through because we wanted to go. So I wish I had the stress. But I mean, I guess if you realize the strips and all that, they have been packed, so a person's still trying to find ways to enjoy themselves. So as you were saying, with young people taking part more in the culture, is there any new areas opening for young people so that the culture don't die down? Because you realize some Caribbean countries, the culture that they have tend to become Americanized, and we lose where we started. So is there anything that you're going to enhance the culture back to St. Kitts? Any position for youths to apply for, to jump at, to say, let's continue our culture?
Well, at this point, I'm only 2 weeks in the job. So I can't say specifically now that, hey, there's this position, that position. What I think needs to happen is there needs to be a proper review of what we have discussions and start engaging young people. It's not about us telling young people what opportunities, but I want to see young people coming to us, engaging with us, discussing with us. Hey, I can do this. Here's a suggestion for that. What about this? We need more of that. You know, I think too many young people underrate themselves.
Yes.
I think, well, I can't go tell the minister that, or I can't go to. No, bring your ideas. That's how I operate. Bring your ideas. Let me hear what you got to say. You're the ones that we want to take this thing to the next level, so you must have that input.
So it's an open invitation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You'll be hearing
that's why I like young ministers, you know, because they could relate. So I'm happy that you said that, so guys remember.
And yes, I am the youngest. I'm younger than Akila.
Oh. So take that opportunity to go out and reach out to Jonel, and whatever ideas you have, he say he's open for it, so share the idea. So before we go back to break, is there anything that you want to say to anybody out there, to the people who voted for you, supported you before we go out?
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you for the support that I've been given. Thank you for the confidence that you've placed in me, especially as a young person, to go out and not just me. We keep focusing. We focus a lot on being a minister of government, but I'm first and foremost a parliamentary representative for the people of Central Bastille. My first thing that I need to do is ensure that my constituents are taken care of, and then deal with the ministerial duties after. And so I thank the people of Central Bastille for electing me and having the confidence in me, for having my back, and I got their back too, because this is our time now in Central Bastille. And just the young people, don't feel like you are too young or too small to have a contribution to make or to say anything.
Period.
You gotta step up. Don't let anybody keep you down. Say what you have to say. Yeah. Neither me nor the Prime Minister or anybody else has a monopoly on ideas and contributions. And so I want to encourage young people, even if you don't feel comfortable with somebody else, feel comfortable coming to me. It doesn't have to be something within my portfolio, but if you have an idea, it could be about security, it could be about tourism, feel free to come and talk to me. This is your time now as well.
So with that, we thank you so much for being here with us and engage you people next. You see, he young to so. Hey, big up.
and congrats to you guys for this forum. It's fantastic. I've actually seen it before. Yeah. And keep it up. You're doing a really good job. You are role models for other young people to do. It might not be a show like this, but it might be another medium by which they're empowering themselves and others. Big up to you. Hopefully the DJ will give me a nice sexy song.
Come out. So as again I say thank you so much, DJ. The man said he wants a sexy song, so run it.
You want sexy enough, but it belongs to you. Yeah. Big up yourself, Mr. Powell. Oh, you take it? Okay then. I like that. Success don't come overnight. No matter no substance over hype.
It's the ZIZ Mobile app, the newest way to get the latest on what's happening locally, regionally, and internationally. Say goodbye to newspaper clutter and hello to updated classifieds on our radio market. Whether you're streaming your favorite local TV or radio shows or catching up on memorable moments in sports and entertainment, the ZIZ Mobile app offers this and so much more. Always on the go? Get the ZIZ Mobile app today. Visit the App Store on your smartphone or tablet and search for ZIZ News to download the app free of cost. ZIZ Online, reaching you wherever you are.
Yeah. Welcome back to Engage, you don't know. A DJ Naim on the sounds.
Alright, thank you DJ Naim. Welcome back everyone, and as you can see here, we have a lovely guest from Wakanda. Right, he's very talented, I would say, by the name of Blessed.
Yes, Blessed.
Blessed. I will let you introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Blessed. I'm a medical student and a saxophonist.
Nice.
And when he says saxophonist, right, he kind of downplayed it a bit, but he's like the best saxophonist
and
to me.
An up-and-coming saxophonist.
Best saxophonist.
All right.
I'll put on the best on it. Yeah.
So I would like to know, how long have you been playing?
Okay, I wasn't playing saxophone initially. I was playing the clarinet. So which of them?
She laughed.
Okay.
To all guys,
Okay,
I'm lost.
This wasn't my first instrument. I think I first started playing any instrument, I think like 2005. 2005, 2006. But it was off and on, and at some point I kind of took it serious.
Oh, okay, nice, nice.
I think I think for the show was one of the biggest stage of performance when I had the production of ECCB.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, right, I have never seen anybody play a saxophone and people start to cry.
Real?
That's what I'm telling you. If I say he's the best, people was crying when he playing saxophone. He's not really that good like this.
Really?
People
Okay.
was crying
I think he's exaggerating. It's not,
You
it's
think
not,
so? You don't think you're that good?
Well,
you were that good because people were crying. So if you could play saxophone and
Well,
it's like I see a drummer beating the drummer and somebody start to cry like
well, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see. I will be the judge of that.
If I play and she doesn't cry, it now looks like
something wrong with she ears there. She needs to get she ears them checked. She's emotionally detached. She's detached from the instrument. You see, you have to become when you play saxophone, you become one with it, right?
True,
you see,
true.
so you have to be, when the music go out, then you now have to become one with it.
Okay, you seem to know something.
I'm gonna tell you, like, two instruments I actually really love is the saxophone and the violin. So
Oh yeah. Fun fact, I tried to learn the violin, but I wasn't getting it. So like the teacher chased me away.
wait, in St. Kitts or
No,
back
in
home
Nigeria.
Nigeria? Like, so they actually hit you in class in the back home learning?
Of course.
They hit you?
Of course, they're like
Hit as in,
yeah,
Beat,
they give you
beat
licks.
you?
They give you licks.
So you were getting licks to learn about.
Of course.
not here in St. Kitts, not at all.
Maybe that's time I never learned any school. I wasn't getting the licks either.
Maybe, but I'm eager to hear this. Can we?
Yes, just know. Just know. Come more history behind it. So
Okay.
what do you mean is specializing when you come on? Have you like gospel, hip hop?
For versatility, I think it's good you play everything. You play everything. So you play jazz. Okay, because saxophone is because of the history of the instrument, it was majorly jazz musicians back in the 50s and 40s that played it. So a whole lot of jazz. If you play jazz and you play R&B, play hip hop, play gospel, play a whole lot of, just to kind of like broaden your range so that you can
So
Nice.
is there like a favorite song you have? Like you actually like to play a favorite song?
I don't have one favorite song.
Okay, okay. Tell us story. Tell us your favorite song.
There's this song called Misty.
Misty.
It's an old jazz piece. And I don't really quite.
Okay.
There's a song called Mr.
Okay,
him on the spot.
final question. Playing the saxophone. Okay, we know you're studying to be a doctor and all of that there, but have you ever thought about making the saxophone like a career choice instead and going like see yourself on this big stage?
There's this thing about, this is not why though, but there's this thing about Nigerian parents. So you have to be one of three things: a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. So if you go home and say, "Oh, Dad, I want to be a musician," but that's
Right.
that wasn't the case for me. I've always wanted to be a doctor, but I kind of like on the way, I found music and I totally fell in love with it. And it's kind of like a different language. For example, I could be in a French-speaking country, and I would play a song, and people know exactly what I'm playing, but I don't speak their language.
Right.
Yeah. So music, and I love languages a lot. So music, I find is a kind of language, but it's universal. Like anybody who ears at work would get it.
So it give you a different way of communicating
Exactly.
and interacting.
Exactly.
Okay then. So Gigi's been excited to play, and I want to see Gigi cry. So if Gigi don't cry up here, we're gonna get some water with her.
So fingers crossed. Hope she cries.
So guys, we're going to a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna hear the Blessed play a blessing song.
Yeah, let's go.
You get the rhyme? You get the rhyme just now? Okay, she missed it, but there we go.
Yo, Jeremy, you gotta play something too, you know.
Give thanks
You wanna see what you got to, you know.
every day.
Realest thing here in our world, brother.
We give thanks for it. You spend all that money on your watch. How much time you spend with your son? So much money in the club. How much you spend with the ones you love? The simple things are your blessings.
Since graduating from college, saving has been very difficult for me. Having to pay my student and vehicle loans and hire purchases made owning my home a fantasy. So, when I heard about the National Grad Home Mortgage, I was excited and relieved because the National Grad Home Mortgage consolidated all my consumer debts, plus, most importantly, providing funding to build my dream house with one monthly payment. Thank you, National Bank.
Visit any of our National Bank branches for more details about our National Grad Home Mortgage. When you bank at National, you invest in your future.
Yeah, you don't know we're back to Engage.
Face up to your emotions. Really check that out.
Right now, me go turn it over to the saxophonist.
I'm gonna type your friend, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm gonna try and make Gigi ball.
Whatever. At the end of the day, you're the only one who's gonna be lonely, you understand?
Yo, Gigi, where the tears? The man play heart out for you. Lord, man.
Ooh, I met a girl this morning. She was love at first sight.
Yeah, you don't know engage with her.
Girl this morning.
Big up all the fans, them.
To my eye.
Big up the production crew.
Where she from? She tell me in the topics.
Since graduating from college, saving has been very difficult for me. Having to pay my student and vehicle loans and hire purchases made owning my home a fantasy. So, when I heard about the National Grad Home Mortgage, I was excited and relieved because the National Grad Home Mortgage consolidated all my consumer debts, plus, most importantly, providing funding to build my dream house with one monthly payment. Thank you, National Bank.
Visit any of our National Bank branches for more details about our National Grad Home Mortgage. When you bank at National, you invest in your future.
Yeah, we back again. I hope the people them enjoy themselves, you know. Jamie, I enjoy yourself, hour. Gigi, I enjoy yourself, hour. You look like you're ball, you know.
This is not my city, I'm just visiting. I'm just pillaging the villages. I see the pretty diamonds that I want. I know they're gonna give it up. Beautiful girls on my track.
Welcome back, welcome back. Gigi almost cried, but she didn't cry. She almost cried.
Hello.
The saxophone make you almost cry.
I only look like this, but I'm tough. But it was real good.
It was off the chart. It was
real
off the chart.
good
for real.
So guys,
kind of runs and so, you know?
Yeah. So you know, if Gigi when you get married, you could call him. You go for your wedding. Any function.
I don't believe in marriage, but okay.
That's another topic for another episode. We're gonna talk about that. So thank you so much for that topic. So we're gonna talk about that.
What are we doing?
What
are we doing?
Okay, so me and Gigi tried this game, but Gigi failed. So she said it was my fault. So this week, like we have Tariq here, we're gonna let Tariq and Gigi play the game.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be the supervisor. You know, for every game and challenge, you gotta have a supervisor. So big up. So the game is guess what I wrote. So Gigi gonna write on Tariq back. And whatever Gigi write, Tariq is supposed to write it out on the paper. So after every letter that Gigi write, Gigi gonna show the camera, but Tariq you gotta focus on me. You gotta look my direction.
Yes.
So don't peep round it.
So
no cheating.
Who going first? Gigi?
No,
I
will
you
be
gotta
doing
turn your
it
back.
on your
turn
back.
Yeah.
Yes,
and she gonna
sir.
press on it. So whatever she write, you write it on the paper and see if you can get what she write.
Okay then.
So as she write a letter,
ready?
you write it on the paper after. So keep your paper in your hand.
Are
Cause
you
last
ready?
time she
Don't
said
laugh
my
after
fault.
me and waiting, eh? I know what that's right.
Turn your back a little bit. Are we ready?
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gigi, if I your fault again, you can't blame me, no?
All right.
Okay.
Starting.
Tariq class. Okay. Okay then. Tariq, your name yourself, no? I think Tariq try to spell your name.
This is funny.
I hope I get one right.
Tariq, you left-handed, no?
No, right-handed. I tell you don't laugh after what is right.
I only think
This
I
is
call,
fun.
yeah?
This is
Your
fun.
hand.
That is right funny.
Tariq, pay attention.
He distracting me.
Me distracted in your feelings, you can't feel and communicate at the same time. Two different things. Learn to use multiple senses. Okay. So wait. So
So,
did you finish?
Yes.
Okay,
this is what I
Tariq,
have.
show us what word you got.
Oh, words? I put down a number.
What? Tariq, go again. What? Wait. TOR5.
I couldn't swear this girl writing my name.
This is funny, but I wrote vote.
So Gigi's telling young people to vote. I think Tariq was coming up with a new movie name.
Epic fail.
2 or 5.
Let's try this one last time.
And me?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew. You are the guest here.
I want a turn.
That's the good part about it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, we're starting
I'm
fresh.
serious now, already.
These are words, okay?
Tariq, I'm going to send it back to school for your handwriting.
Okay,
Your
we're ready.
Lord. Gigi, give me a look at 2 letter word, man. Feel sorry for you, make it easy.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't think it's a name, you know. Okay.
Do not look. Do not look! Tariq, you did
Yes, I'm supposed to look.
But I don't write it.
This is terrible!
Tariq, get
I
it.
don't write it.
This is terrible. Turn around. I'm not finished. We have to finish this. Let's go.
But Tariq don't go bad. Tariq write HW found
I
W.
could see like she went H first, then I feel the W. I feel the connection.
Yes, Gigi, it wasn't me. It
Let's
wasn't
go.
me.
Okay, let me go. Let me go.
Okay.
Let me go.
I was in Africa. I'd get some licks.
You done?
Yes, I'm finished.
That's it?
Okay, no, I'm
Wait,
not
she not
finished.
done. She got a long word. Tariq,
Go ahead.
I think Tariq got to try to write out the ABC in a different order, you know, because me not getting a word out of that deal. I got name a company.
Go ahead.
HW.
I feel like you're distracting him for
You
sure, you know.
distracted me just. Hey,
Me distracting
you're
him.
knocking out my senses.
Tariq, I'm writing alone. I'm messing with these senses.
Tariq, pay attention. Let me do it back over again.
What this be? Do it again. But we make all the letters them feel the same.
Let's go.
I got it on me a play.
Let's see if you're going to get this now.
Come, get the last one. Get the last one. Get the last
Hold
one.
on.
ahead.
Pay
Get the last
attention.
one. Last part.
Oh, Lord.
Me think Gigi press hard enough on your back. Gigi got sink it in like press it hard on your back so you feel it in his spine.
Let's see this one now.
Do it again.
And imagine last 2 letters.
Okay.
I
Wait it one more time.
Wait it one more time.
Gigi, the game done. Tariq, spell out in here.
Last letter. Final letter.
Tariq, spell out in here.
Imagine I did this already. I
We
did
need to
this
vote.
already.
Tariq, show them what you're right.
I did this already. Tariq,
No letter.
this is what I wrote.
We need to vote.
I write HWPMAQ.
I felt like what Tariq was doing was write a bunch of mixed letters and then try to get a word out. He get it
No,
out.
I was kind of trying to do that, but then she keep using the same shape every minute. So she keep trying me off.
Well, I thought it was Jeremy showing you off, but if you want to blame it on me, that's fine.
It's Gigi.
But
so,
you failed.
I get one letter right.
You're right.
Okay.
Guys, you should try this at home. And ensure that you send us the videos on Instagram. I would like to see this.
Yes, we would. So make sure you follow us at SKN Engage. We're going to go to a break because I still need to laugh this out of the system.
Tell me right back. His name.
My hair was so weird.
Yeah, you look like somebody over there can't spell. Me don't know what's going on. Yo, me got a challenge for the saxophonist too, you know. And we're gonna see who do it better. Time to party, but before the party, I want to give the saxophonist a little challenge. I want to make Gigi cry this time. She got to shed a tear this time. So we can start off with that one, yeah.
Why you wanna go there? I guess I gotta go there. You're hearing rumors about me and you can stomach the thought of someone touching my body when you're so close to my heart. I won't deny what they're saying because most of it is true. It was all before I fell for you. So please wait. So please don't judge me.
Yeah, she look like she a tear up, you know. She look like she a tear up. We're gonna give her one more. And if she not cry this time, then, boy, we're gonna give her this one, yeah. We're gonna give her this one, yeah. Yeah, big up the saxophonist here, you don't know. You're bad, me G. I turn to party, you know. Before we leave, me I go try shell the place. Big up everybody who was log on to Engage.
Your heart clean like a whistle, heart clean like a little whistle. Hey, me and my brother them good. We never grudge their flan.
Yeah, me just want big up Jeremy, big up Gigi, big up Tyreek, big up Janelle Powell, big up the whole of everybody.
Same time, listen me born right on the train line. 10 and a half second it's a game time. And if a bread and a half, me say me we share mine with them. Share it like a good news, cause me love my family like a cook food. Late in the hours of night we cook food. Every plate of it full up of rice and good stew. Aye, let me see some lighter. From your nose say you feel alright.
Yeah, you don't know. I DJ Naim rocking you at ZIZ. Big up the whole of the RSNY. Me no want no fake fin, you know. And ZIZ no want no fake people, you know. So listen to that one, yeah.
Best friend I come to take your life like the worst thing you could ever see. Teflon, no can a man know you are power with from your band. Turn on the enemy, idiot. Me no want a friend from them, cause them heart is full of jealousy.
ZIZ no want no fake people, you know. Yo, come jam with me, no. Pull out that one there.
It's the ZIZ mobile app, the newest way to get the latest on what's happening locally, regionally, and internationally. Say goodbye to newspaper clutter and hello to updated classifieds on our radio market. Whether you're streaming your favorite local TV or radio shows or catching up on memorable moments in sports and entertainment, the ZIZ mobile app offers this and so much more. Always on the go? Get the ZIZ mobile app today. Visit the App Store on your smartphone or tablet and search for ZIZ News to download the app free of cost. ZIZ Online, reaching you wherever you are.
Yes, sadly, all the sweetness coming to an end. Me just want to big up everybody that been watch the live.
Welcome back, guys. It's the saddest part of the show for me because you have to say goodbye. But before we close out, you guys have anything to say?
I just want to thank Engage for the opportunity to be here. It's something that I'm really interested in, and I'm just happy that I was afforded the opportunity to use this as a stepping stone to be a better individual, a better Juicy, and a better professional.
Okay, Gigi?
Well, I know this show, you're welcome. I know this show for sure was very impactful. This episode is the show on a whole is very impactful, but this session in particular, it was very impactful. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
Saxophone. You're going home, go cry.
I love the conversation on the politics.
I loved everything. Okay, and
okay.
I'm sure everybody out there loved it too.
Okay, so until next time, guys, it was a pleasure. Please remember to follow us at Engage SKN and send us your videos of anything you want so we could post it for you guys as well. And any comments, any question you want us, or any topic you want us to even talk about, let us know. Till next time, stay engaged.
Yeah, you hear the people them, you know. Stay engaged.